Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and this is going to be a game with Kongo. Now, regular viewers of the channel will know that we are currently in the middle of an A to Z challenge, and as I gear up for the next civ in that, Babylon, I thought I'd have a little bit of a break to play a game that was more of a training run for me. Now, if you're not sure about Babylon and the idea behind the A to Z challenge so far, the channel supporters, those that support me on Ko-fi and Patreon, hint hint, that is a thing if you want to go and check it out, but I won't plug that anymore. They have given me a challenge with Babylon that involves basically playing them incredibly well. I'm practicing that. It's just taking a little bit longer for me to get my head around that game. So I thought I'd practice something else in the meantime on the channel. I have a little bit of a surprise coming out at the beginning of August with a few other channels, I guess I put it. Some friends of the channel, people who have other YouTube channels, are doing a little bit of a project with me, and I'm sort of practicing for that. The goal of today's video is to practice my culture game. Now, the Kongo are very fun to play. Religious Convert effectively strips away the religious game from you entirely, where you hijack somebody else's religion and turn it into whatever you want it to be, really. Combining that with the extra artist, musician, and merchant points, they can be absolutely hilariously fun, especially when you have 5 great works in your capital and the ability to eat relics, artifacts, and sculptures. Yes, that's right, they give you food and production. Tasty Michelangelo. The challenge I'm doing involves me playing well. That's probably the easiest way of describing it. I've just got to get good and play it properly. And the Kongo are a fantastic civ to practice that with. So today we are going to be practicing playing culture, getting as much tourism as we can. We want to see if we can get a tourism victory before turn 200, but I want to do that by experimenting with all other sorts of gameplay. Namely, I'm going to be using the Kongo's ability to put unique districts down to get big cities. I can even give myself extra food by putting relics, artifacts, and sculptures within my cities as well. And I'm going to use that culture to drive my huge cities into massive population hubs that give me other districts. I'm also going to be playing a little bit aggressively to try and trim down that culture victory by hammering whoever is in the lead. So it's going to be quite an offensive game, but this is good practice. It's Deity, as we always play. It is also a continents and islands map with pretty much all the settings left alone. No game modes have been enabled, no game-changing mods, so this is a straight game for you consolers to have a go at. And if you want to play along on PC, come to Discord. I've got the save file for you to copy and paste onto your computers. So, where to start? We have a plethora of 2-2 tiles to work from today. We have some desert. If I hear any University of Sancor references, I will just... well, I won't do anything. It's quite funny, really. But there are lots of different places to start. I could settle in place and already be working a 2-2 tile. I can additionally move to this rainforest tile, which is a plains hill, for another production in my capital. So what's worth it? Settling in place or losing a turn to get one more production? Well, I think to find that out, we're going to move our warrior down, following the river a little bit to see what other yields, and you can see there's actually a wine that I would put in range of my capital if I moved it a tile down. So I'm going to take the leap and do it. I'm also moving away from some of these mountains at the top and some of this desert and getting a better tile-free range around my capital. So I think down the line, this is going to be really good. Or did I mention this is a 6-player game? It's a 6-player game. Settling the capital. There we go. Because it's a plains hill, you get one more production in your city centre, and I've got 2 separate 2-2 tiles to work immediately, as well as a third over there. So far, a fantastic start. The best thing I can do now is follow the rivers to see what other settling spots I've got around and plan the game out. Now, I want to be generating theatre squares as quickly as possible, but in recent games I've also developed a love of commercial hubs when playing for tourism victories. So we're going to be working on pushing tourism and commercial hubs at the same time. Lots of gold, lots of tourism. We get extra points for great works of art and musicians, as well as merchants, so those are things that we can be boosting, but I'm not really going to be going for a heavy wonder start. I don't want to rely on those too much because the AI on Deity can often pinch them before you get anything down. First thing I'm going to do is unlock animal husbandry. There's no point going astrology as the Kongo, and I'm no point going to sailing because I'm not on the coast. So it's either pottery, animal husbandry, or mining. And until I get a builder out, realistically, the addition of horses is more likely to give me some good yields on tiles that are already being worked. So that's something to look for. It's a continent and island map, so there is likely to have things for us to go and see. So a double scout start has got to be the way forward for me today. As you can see already, we actually have quite a little bit of space below us, and Nanadol is really handy. That is a good city-state. Districts on or next to coast or lake towers giving me extra culture. That's one of the better culture city-states and will actually force me to settle more along the coast than I was originally planning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beeline this particular warrior to do a little bit of a coastal run for me to see what land we can find around. What we did find was Portugal, and they're stood right over a tribal hut I was going to pick up, so that's a bit frustrating, but never mind. Where are they? They are down in that direction. Okay, now Portugal are often incredibly powerful at sea, not so powerful on the land, so we'll see what we can do to stop them. As you can see above me, fantastic place for a campus, but otherwise, that's a good thing I didn't try and explore in that direction to start with. They didn't pick up the tribal hut. I guess it's because this was an injured warrior, so the AI was thinking, oh, I need to keep that safe rather than do anything with it. So we'll push that. It's only craftsmanship boost. It's okay, but it could be better. So there is land around. I'm going to send my other scout to the sort of bottom left of my nation. We'll send this one across. There's the Gobistan. Okay, with a preserve, that can be a really, really good 3-tile wonder. Preslav is also here as well. Don't forget, when you see lots of city-states bordering the AI like this, there is always the option to do a city-state levy rush, where you save up your early game gold and you send all their early game warriors to take over a city or two. I think I might end up doing that to peg a couple of these early cities back, but we'll see. We'll see what Portugal wants to do. And sometimes they play friendly, sometimes they absolutely do not. Oh, another wonder. Directly above me this time. Oh, and suddenly on the coast by a wonder, this could be an amazing city to go and settle by. So definitely worth keeping an eye on. Two separate wonders. Portugal they've settled near freshwater, but they've gone right for this wonder down there. That's interesting. So I think getting Preslav or Nanadol on side would be really good. I was thinking, is somebody attacking Nanadol? No. At the moment, they are not. This is just a flood. That's fine. Picking up God King and Discipline helps us to get a Pantheon quickly and helps us to defend against barbarians should they try and act a little bit cheeky towards us. I'm not going to be rushing campuses, but I like the idea of using my unique swordsman. They don't take much iron at all, so we're going to go and unlock iron now. And how much horse have we got in my immediate area? None. Don't think I've got any horses. Let's just check. Nope, there's some by Nanadol and some below Portugal down there. Okay, good to know. The first choice you get is whether or not you get the governor from state workforce or from early empire. And I'm going to go early empire today because I don't think I'm likely to build a district until we start picking up theatre squares and commercial hubs. So we'll kind of hold off that for now. Whilst I save up my gold to buy Nanadol's military, which is 240 at the moment, I'm not going to be spending any of it. I'm going to get a settler in to try and settle just a little bit closer to Portugal's next cities, in the hope that if I do steal one of them, I'll have the loyalty to try and hold it. Canada to the north of me. Now, Canada are likely to be quite cultural, but they are also likely to be very friendly, so I'll send them a delegation and we'll see if we can get them on side immediately. You never know. They actually like me because there was only -2 first impressions of me, so that's pretty good. There are a lot of city-states around me, so I've just met Samarkand as well. This is striking me as an Armani start through and through. We need to pick up Armani as soon as we can, levy some city-state units here. What does Preslav want? They want a heavy chariot. That's not actually too difficult to get. We could rush that if we mine a resource, which hopefully I will be able to do with these diamonds pretty quickly. So there is mining. So far, so good. Early Empire is looking quite unlikely to get boosted at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame, and I need more culture quickly, so I might just get a monument up very soon. I'm going to send my settler to ideally settle on top of a luxury to give myself a little bit of a gold boost, and at the moment, that gypsum is looking the most likely to give me that luxury immediately. I can't see a better place at this precise moment. The wine is a little bit too close to me. This wine is a little bit too close to Nanadol, and I want to save my cities. And if I was going to settle around Portugal, ideally, I want to be settling in this sort of area somewhere, and there's nothing that I can do to get a luxury that quickly. So yeah, getting a builder is good. We want to be getting all that gold from Portugal soon. 278 of it. That's the aim. I want to steal it from them and then declare war on them. There is foreign trade and a settler on top of that. That's good. That is really good. Ooh, I think, yeah, loyalty pressure might have to be the thing that we do. So we might have to go and settle near Portugal right now. I think that's probably the thing to do. So, where to go? Well, we could settle again on a plains hill on that rainforest tile. That would give me a little bit more production and have access to the wine almost immediately. I think that's probably going to be the better thing to do. So let's go and do that for now. I should change my mind in terms of the second thing I'm going to do. I'm going to back up my warrior rush with an archer rush. So we're going to get some slingers out as quickly as possible. Don't think I've got a Gogi yet, no, because I went the other direction. So craftsmanship maybe would have been the way to go, but we'll commit to early empire. I think that's not a bad one. I need the governor as soon as we can. Oh, Nanadol has been flooded 3 times now, already. Either this map has a distinct lack of floodable areas, and that's the one that keeps getting selected, or Nanadol really has made some sort of horrible pact with some sort of dark god, and now it's getting its revenge. Ugh. City number 2, settled. There we go. We've already got that wine tile to immediately start growing our city nicely. Let's get another slinger. It's important that we get enough army here that we can concertedly push Portugal back. Ideally as well, I'd love to get a joint war in with Canada, just so that they don't hate me diplomatically for doing the horrible thing that we're about to do. Tribal heart and an extra envoy. Useful. Is early empire what I want to be doing then, or do I get mysticism? Because I'm likely to pick up another envoy there quickly. I think we're going to just divert quickly. That should shave a few turns off mysticism. So that should take me to 10 turns to do that rather than 19. Yeah, I think that's the easier way of doing this. So we'll do this. I'll just save my envoy just in case we choose to see somebody else. But at the moment, Nanadol has 6 warriors as opposed to 5 from Preslav. Hokia has 6 as well, so that could be an option, but they're likely to be all kind of in the wrong place over there. So and look, already 3 of the warriors are kind of stood roughly where I want them to be anyway. Interestingly, Portugal actually do have a few units in the surround, or the sort of terrain between us, so they may even be thinking about declaring on me, which would be very cheeky. Let's see. Yeah, the army's sort of drifting towards me here. It's a good thing I'm actually producing my own units. Very good thing I'm producing my own units. It would be good if I had a Gogi in this situation so that I could be getting the slingers out quicker, but no matter. Oh, experience again. I really wanted extra population. That would have been very handy to have, but never mind. And Canada is settling up to my northern borders. Just going to have to steal their cities at some point. It won't be the worst thing for me. I don't mind that AI puts lots and lots of cities on my borders. We can live with that. I'll just end up stealing them. It's fine. Yeah, look, here they come. They're definitely moving towards me. So just to get this ready, I'm going to denounce... Oh, do we do that? Or do I steal their gold first? They've not got too much gold. Sometimes you can get a good deal by offering them gold up front for gold per turn. Or, like, so basically, yeah, I give them my 12 gold per turn. I get 150 up front. But I'd rather get the joint war. So let's denounce them. Let's do that. 5 turns. That should give me all the time I need to get this fight ready. Ooh, big flood outside my second city. My slinger almost died, but there's a really good tile there, so the population growth in that area should be pretty epic. That's not too bad a result. Not too bad a result at all. So I have 4 slingers. That should be all I need. I'd rather now get a couple of builders out to try and improve the infrastructure I've got. I don't need to settle anymore at the moment because I'm going to steal 2 cities easily, including this 4 population city down here. That'll massively help the loyalty pressure. I'm going to push Lisbon in so I don't take their capital. I'm just going to push them back and claim the continent for my own. Archery has been finished, and here is a Pantheon. So what are we going to do? Well, something that helps me with a culture victory ideally would be awesome. Are people getting writers already? No. No merchants are being claimed either. So both of those are good options for me. You can see I do have 1 marsh tile around my capital. So getting Lady of the Reeds and Marshes would make that into a 3-5 tile. That's not a bad move, actually. It's just whether or not there's enough marsh in my other areas to make that worth it, and I don't actually think there is. Otherwise, we could get a 3 builder and get city growth rates higher. In the longer run, that's awesome, because that would help us to get some massive cities, which is kind of what I'm practicing this game. That might not be a bad idea, actually. God of the Forge if I wanted to make more units, God of Craftsman if I wanted more strategic resources. I like the idea of the free builder. We're going to do that. I very rarely get this one. Very rarely get this one, but I think it means I can immediately go in and improve these diamonds, sell those to Canada, get myself some gold, and we'll have enough to be declaring war properly. There is mysticism. Okay, so we have got our 2 envoys in a sort of roundabout way rather than going through Armani, but that's fine. Nan Nadol is now mine. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 warriors are all in very handy places. That's not too bad at all. Garrison strength 22. I think that means they've got a heavy chariot out. But if I just double check, yep, Portugal does have 1 envoy, so we want to be a little bit careful on this, but there is the army levied, and I've got enough gold to give myself a couple of archers off the back immediately. But what I can do as well is get those gems in, see if Canada wants to buy them. They do. That now gives me enough gold to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Machinery boosted, and I've got a pretty savage army already, and we might as well just declare war on Portugal as soon as we can. You can see I'm going to go from 99 military strength to 258. We just jumped ahead of them so quickly. So quickly. Now, Canada. How do you feel about joint war? How do you feel about that? Oh, they love it. They love it. We're not going to try and exploit this by taking like gold from them. We're just going to leave it even and go for the joint war like so. Portugal is now at war with everybody on this continent. Poor them. My archers are nicely in place. I kind of want them to advance slowly towards their troops, but we can sort of move my units around, as you can see, like this. We can get ourselves into nice spaces where we can attack Portugal's troops without taking any counterattacks. There are a few warriors down there, but I'm going to just get you to sit on this tile that I can heal nicely in, move you to this tile, bring the other warriors in. We're going to go after Faro first because that's where the population mass is, and I'm going to use my scouts to hold the river so their warrior can't get across. So there is the majority of their army down south there. Again, my scout has done exactly what it needed to do. Go and heal. I can now move this warrior to do the same job. This scout can move across, and then I can attack over the river like so, and there's another kill. Beautiful. In fact, now I can actually start to just hold my warriors in defensible locations and get them to attack me again. Another warrior kill. Just holding this tree line. It's a very good defensive location. They're not attacking me yet. They're not stupid enough to do that. So we know we're in a good defensive location when that happens. Okay, they're falling back to their city. We don't really want to let them do that too much, so I'm going to move my army forward. At the moment, my priority is just to get my archers into good places that I can shoot the enemy troops from a distance. We're going to move things into the fields there. Lovely, this archer's there. So far, so good. I'll move the scout here as well. I want to lure this slinger out if I can, so I can ambush it. That's exactly what we did. It's exactly what we managed to do. Fantastic. I think we should be able to take care of that slinger if we do a couple of attacks like this. Oh no, we might lose the scout, but again, I'm kind of hoping they'll move their warrior through, kill the scout, and then I can archer it next turn. That would work nicely for me. Just building some mines, chopping some monuments out, doing the good work. That'll just boost my culture, help me to get to theatre squares as quickly as possible. No, unfortunately they're sitting their warrior in the city, but that is okay. We don't mind that at all. Urban planning. Let's do that, and I think... Where is it worth getting builders? No, we'll just save this for now. There is a governor, though. Could pick up Kokia, or I could pick up Preslav if I get the heavy chariot. And I kind of steered away from that, but that would be a really good use of my gold, to be fair. And Canada should be buying... Yeah, look at that. They're buying diplomatic favour quite well. How many warriors have you got? 200 gold's worth. When's the next time I'm going to get an envoy? Not for a little while. How many turns? I've got 43 points. That's 57 turns away from getting an envoy like that. So we would have to just divert. But I think that's actually not a bad idea. With Hokia, I could steal you. You've got 200. So that'll be another thing. Yeah, I'll send you... I might as well. Let's get a Mani. Stick you in Cahokia. Let's do it. Okay, Pharaoh is now in range of my archers. This gives me a good little opportunity to get some experience with them. I am stood on a health area over there, but I'm just going to wait for a second until I can make an attack with every unit at the same time. So far, they're not building walls around, which is a great thing to see. We like that a lot. Apprenticeship boosted 2. Now, this is a risky move, but I can send a trade route to Preslav, which puts a road across all of these rivers. So let's do that. Boosting currency. Perfect. And here's the first opportunity for us to archer, 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 and the city's now already on yellow health. That is very handy indeed. In fact, actually, I can get the scout on and plunder these trade routes. 80 gold and 60 gold. That's a really, really good combo. Whoa, hey, we'll take that. We will take that indeed. In fact, that one scout, crazily, is now actually sieging Braga, which is ridiculous. 3 tiles have gained fertility from this dust storm, including a lovely sheep tile that inevitably is going to get killed for a campus. We all know it. It's going to happen at some point. But Pharaoh, again, is taking some hits. Our archers are leveling up nicely. We're going to pillage the campus to give myself bronze working. Now, how lucky again have we got on iron? Let's just search for strategics. And you can see there is some iron over there. Winnipeg is sat on top of some, which is a bit annoying. Iron, though, not so good. We are going to have to go and settle over near Samarkand, which I've got a settler going on the way over there, so that's not too bad. But, okay, they're not going to come and save us. Let's get this watermill sorted. But you can see we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and Fargo is mine. Because it's such a crazily huge population, we can keep it loyal. And I can actually attack with some scouts. Oh, that's cute. So I'm going to actually weirdly pick up settler boosts at the moment because both of my 2 cities are picking up settlers. I've got so much army, I'm in no rush to actually produce more units. This is quite effective for me. You heal for a second, scout. You heal for a second, just whilst I get reinforcements in. All I need to really do is move my warriors forward a touch. You just heal for a second. You give yourself battle cry. Only Portugal have 3 cities left, so there's another city over on this area. I'm going to keep an eye on that. We really want to stick all cities away until we can get them down to 1. I want to keep them in the game because I want to create what we like to call a culture puppet. Now, culture puppets are my favourite thing to do. Is that iron? There is iron here. I don't know why it didn't display, but there is actual iron on this tile. Oh, strange. Anyway, we do have iron, so fingers crossed, actually, we can rush and get our uniques. But here is Cahokia, which have given me a lot of access to this side of the map, and we'll immediately go in. I've got the most city governors by a long way, or envoys, so let's levy that military. That gives me another huge chunk of military. I can use this warrior to go and get that tribal hut, and everyone else can come to the front line. We picked up a normal age, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to go for a golden age next time round. I will get pen, brush, and voice, because we will be building, hopefully, some theatre squares soon. Although it looks like there are a couple of theatre squares already in this game. Never forget, when you're getting culture, it doesn't matter if the AI picks up lots of theatre squares. In fact, sometimes it's a good thing. Because what ends up happening is you can end up buying all of their great works later down the line. Canada has 69 gold. Love it. That gives me enough to buy a heavy chariot, which gives me an envoy with Preslav. So Preslav is now up to 1. They are within Armani range. Cahokia, I don't want to lose them for now, so we'll kind of hold on to that for a second, but it's worth keeping an eye on that. Oh, there's a heavy chariot. They killed one of my warriors, but it was an envoy, a levied warrior, so it's not too bad a thing. But look, my archers are now getting in range. I can start getting the kills. This is my own warrior, so I want to keep them safe, but my heavy chariot can come around. They do have spearmen, so we might actually be losing our early game advantage, but our army should be superior enough here that I haven't got to worry too much. Braga's just about to fall. In fact, actually, I might be able to just get the kill now. Perfect. It has no fresh water in this city at all, but it's fine. For the purposes of me taking it, I will. One more governor. So now that I've got Armani, I believe Pingala is always the best route for me. My population hub is actually going to be Quilla. It's got more food at the moment, so I'm going to stick you in there for now. Perfect. And I'm going to just take a quick diversion to military tradition so that I can get flanking bonuses. I don't have those at the moment, and it is a little bit frustrating. So they are attacking me, but again, they can't clear my city-state units. Those are still giving me a lot of advantages, so that's all good. This spearman is actually not as strong against my warrior. My warrior can hold my own against that spearman, so that's fine. So I'd rather get my archer to attack the heavy chariot. Then we can move this levied unit in to attack, and then I can move my heavy chariot in to get the kill. Perfect. There's another heavy chariot. Okay, that's fine. We're just cycling our units to the front line and back at the moment. My archers are now in place though, so we are getting good support from them. Let's move this warrior to there, this one to there. I'll move this unit back to heal a bit, and this archer can come through. Yeah, okay, this is good. We've now got the support just on the back lines. I don't think Portugal's going to put too much of a fight up here, but as I say, I don't want to really take Lisbon. Ideally, I want to take this city, and then sort of leave it there. Much population have they got? 6 population. So this city to the left is unlikely actually to give too much of an advantage to me. They don't want peace, but they're going to have to ask for it soon. Oh, somebody is settled over in this direction, and they don't know about me and my war with Portugal. I quite like to keep it that way, so we're going to see if we can just try and get this war done before they meet me. I don't want the diplomatic consequences. I'd like to be able to trade, ideally, if we can. Bologna up to the north. Interesting. There's lots more space up there than I kind of reckoned there was. Still getting good kills with my archer units, which is lovely to see. I can move my warrior up to that tile. We've almost bypassed their troops, and we're almost now attacking the city with 2 population. Again, I don't know if we're going to actually be able to keep it. That's the thing. Warrior just got destroyed by a couple of attacks there, which is not so good, but it was because Lisbon has just sprung a wall up. It's fine. We don't mind that. I can take that a little bit. What I'd rather do is just keep moving my units through, use my scouts as diversions, and we can take on Porto now. My units are pretty much like in line, ready to go. It's going to be a few attacks to get this thing done, but we should be able to get it done quickly. Iron working. Awesome. Okay, so this warrior is actually mine, and it's 150 gold for an upgrade, which is not much. And bam, 38 attack. Could be very effective at taking on Canada if I want to push them back a little bit. Now they're actually heading for the coast, which is where I was going, which is a little bit frustrating, but never mind. I'm just going to keep sending my settler out, see if we can settle near that iron. If we can't, it's not a problem. And here goes Porto. With archer attacks, we push it to yellow health, and then with warrior attacks, we push it below half into red territory. Amazing. Plunder trade route. I think my scout, I'd rather get the gold right now than keep my scout alive. So there we go. 60 gold on that. This scout is now stood on their campus as well. We do need to figure out what campuses are, so that I can fix them once I've destroyed them. So let's get pottery going. And this warrior is just going to chill on a hill again. Yeah, we lost the scout, as I kind of expected we would. But political philosophy, I'm just going to pick up oligarchy to give my warriors a little bit more strength. I'm not going to stick with that one though. We will be going classical republic. Great general points for now. Let's do that. So let's go for a Gogi. Discipline's not useful, so let's go conscription. We're still building settlers. Okay, for now, that's a good combo, but we're going to make peace in a second here. There's pottery. Let's fix writing. That'll get the campus sorted in Faro. We'll go for this attack. I'm going to sacrifice that warrior because it's a city-state warrior and I don't care, but that means I can move my units in a little bit more so I can get even more archer attacks in, like that, and then hopefully take Porto. Yeah, there we go. What's the loyalty going to be like here? Minus 26. Oh, keeping that is tough. Lisbon is absolutely just going to crush it. I think we'll raise the city for now. Feels brutal, doesn't it? Feels brutal, but let's see if we can get peace in Portugal. Nope, they don't want peace. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to hold our units just back a little bit. We'll pull back. We'll see if we can take peace. I've taken the territory I want. I've handicapped Portugal into just being my stooge for the rest of the match. So far, this works well. Look, there's Vancouver. Okay, that's not far away from where I thought they'd settle. That's not too bad. You know, for now, I think keeping Canada on side might be the clever thing to do. I can get a lot of these unique units, and they're going to do some devastating damage against Canada, but it's whether or not we can push through and get all of them killed, given how big a population pressure they've got. They've got 26 pop across their nation. It's a big cities. This would turn the game around if I could steal them, so maybe this is exactly what I want to do, but feels like a big undertaking. Huge undertaking doing all this. So there we are. Okay, are you the person that's exchanged? Yeah, look, you're just settled on this coast. Okay. They like me minus 23. I think it's because they know about my war and they don't want to join in on it, unfortunately. That's a bit unfortunate, so we won't try and make friends with them. This is my first city on a lake, though, so a little bit of extra culture in this city. Perfect stuff. We love it. Drama and poetry. Almost there. I've got myself 3 of my unique units. 1 I own and 2 from Cahokia, which is 16 turns remaining. It's, again, not ideal. I'd rather own them outright so that I don't lose them all the time. 440 gold. Actually, I can almost buy one from scratch, which is pretty handy. Oh, Canada want me to not settle near them. I'm going to take the diplomatic favour and then immediately sell it back to them. That'll be good fun. Here you go. You can have it all, and I'll take all of that gold. Thank you. That gives me huge boost. I could save up to get Sun Tzu. Wouldn't be too bad an option. If I'm likely to get 1 great general, it might not be Sun Tzu. Actually, to be fair, I'd rather have the others. So let's instead get myself my unique unit here. Perfect. Okay, time to denounce Canada. Yeah, they're gonna regret being friends with me. It's all good. Move my units forward just a little bit, just to cycle them in and out. Cahokia is unfortunately going to break away from me at some point, but we'll just kind of hang in there for now. Oh, Preslav has declared on me. Frustrating. Okay, I guess you just move your troop in front of there, and I'll use these archers, which I kind of wanted to bring to the front line to just stop my, troops from getting attacked from the rear, but it's okay. We don't mind that. I'm going to send a gold route to Canada just to get as much of this paved as I can. I think that's a good start to what we're doing here. I'm also going to move... do I keep Amani on Cahokia? Yeah, I should have. I mean, I was tempted to move it to Samarkand, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to hold there for now. There we go, peace of Portugal. We finally did it. They don't really want to be doing any trading with me, but that's okay. It means I can now trade with them instead. Start getting their gold up front. Selling my open borders to them? No, that's fine. In fact, actually, I might be able to convince somebody to do a joint war against Canada. Maybe Scythia. They refuse to denounce me at the moment, so I think they know where I'm going with this, and they're like, yes, maybe 3 turns away from just glory. Nope, there we go. They denounced me. Alas. Alas, that's no fun. Okay, Nanodol have just come away. They only have warriors at the moment, so I'm not going to bother levying them for now. We'll just stick off that and wait until they get something a little bit better so that I can appropriate it. The time is now to start building theatre squares in my cities that aren't on the front line. So we'll get one going there. I've got another theatre square that I can be building on this rainforest tile. So let's just quickly get a builder sorted. And I can move on to that one. Still building settlers every now and then, but not really as many as I was before. So let's get the builder card in. Agogi's still good. Conscription is still good. Lovely. Really, these theatre squares should give me some amazing opportunities just to plonk them everywhere. Portugal want a joint war with Canada, but... Portugal want a joint war with Scythia, I should say, not with Canada. Okay, that's fine. Nobody's going to really join in with this one with me, so that's fine. How much gold per turn am I going to lose from this one? About 13 per turn. That's a lot. It is a lot. Let's just do my trades first so I can get all this out of the way. Look, there we go. Portugal will give me a bunch of gold. That's lovely. I'm saving up for when I need to inevitably pay Cahokia a ton of money. And we're going to declare a formal war on Canada. Now, I have the equipment to do this. My unique troops are very powerful. I'm hoping with oligarchy, we should be able to hit pretty hard. There's also lots and lots of encampments I'm going to end up stealing in order to get more general points, and that'll make this even quicker. I've even got a battering ram on the way, just in case they choose to build something whilst I'm out and about. So, we're doing this properly. Samarkand has declared on me. That is a bit of a problem, but never mind. As long as they settle nice and quick, there's not much they can do about that. And don't forget, that's worth 2 culture because it's on the coast, and I have Nanadol. Woohoo! Okay, we need to keep the siege on the cities, but the idea is that we can take as many of these as we can in a single turn. If I can take a 4-pop and a 7-pop, I'm more likely to actually keep the loyalty here. Fingers crossed. Okay, they're attacking, counter-attacking. They've got walls up. They've just sprung up in their capital. In fact, actually, Montreal's sticking it up as well. So we can't afford to wait too long. They are tempting me out with a beautiful settler that's just been left there. I will take it. Thank you. That might help me just to keep a little bit of loyalty if we play this right. Move this warrior up to there. Good. I can get the battering ram a little higher up if I can. You to there, you to there. Let's get one more attack, 2 more attacks. Winnipeg is losing health. Okay, speed is the essence. Speed has to be the essence here. Let's warrior, attack, attack. Let's get this unique unit through, and then I can move this one across the river to get the kill. Now, how bad is this going to be to hold? Rebellion in 3 turns. 3 whole turns. It is currently unloyal. I have grievances, and I have no governor in. If I take Montreal, it might be okay. I can use this to kind of power my way to a golden age, or I could raise it to the floor, but I think keeping it has got to be the thing to do. 3 turns now. Okay, right, Pinkala, you're going to have to come through. I'm really sorry. You're going to have to do that quickly, and then I can change my cards around next turn to make it a little bit easier to hold. So, switching my policies around a little bit. I would love those general points, but I need a little bit more loyalty to start with. So actually, no, for now, that's okay. Gadagogi out. Ilkum is doing okay. Conscription Strategos. That helps just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a huge amount, though. I'm still going to lose the city in 4 turns once that plays out. Let's quickly take Samarkand away from the fight. That gives me a bit of envoys. It just keeps all of my background city sort of growth a little bit safer. And military training gives me an envoy, so we're going to do that. Might be able to take that city-state over momentarily. But the good thing about my unique units is that city attacks do very little to them. So that aspect of it is looking fine. It's the rest of the combat which is a little bit more problematic at the moment. Oh look, Portugal's announced me. Oh, that's a mysterious shame. Okay, Winnipeg has fallen. We sort of expected that might happen though, so we're okay with that as a result. It's not too bad. I've got all of my archers that are just sort of like kicking around, ready to try and kill all the swordsmen that appear. That's fine. I don't think Winnipeg will take too much actually to take back. In fact, actually this might work out well because I was able to heal there for a second, so that's not too bad. Yeah, Montreal. Montreal is definitely the priority for me right now. Let's see if we can't get this dead. Let's move you to this tile. Let's move... I need to get the heavy chariot across the ocean, across this sort of area, but there's the walls down. That helps massively. In fact, let's get my unique across. Move you to there. We can get Montreal siege next turn. And if we can take that and Winnipeg back in the same sort of sitting, as well as settling a couple more cities around here, we should be good, actually. Thing is, even if this war doesn't go very well, these are units I had anyway, I might as well use them. All of my other cities are making theatre squares. I'm preparing for the culture victory. I'm really not losing anything by, progressing with this war. So it's fine. I don't mind it at all. This is for me. I'm just sapping Canada's strength. I believe they are... No, they're not even winning. That's the crazy thing. They're not even winning this game. Ugh. Insane. But yeah, I'm happy with our strategy here. It's not going too badly at all. I did just this... Oh, hook, yeah, that's really annoying. 260 gold to take those units back. I've got enough of my units sort of harking around and just sort of chilling still, but I want to get those back as quickly as possible. Canada knows what I'm doing. They're putting more envoys in that city-state, so I can't nab it. That's a shame. Okay, we'll save my... Oh, no, actually, we'll get an Anadol back. That'll give me, yeah, quite a bit more culture per turn, so that's good. That's good. We don't mind that at all. They're still attacking city-state units. Okay, unfortunately, the city-state is not doing very well with my unique units. They don't really know how to use them, but that's okay. We'll forgive them for now. Winnipeg, I'm just about able to go back and surround in a second, but as I say, Montreal is the target still. My unique unit could go and get that archer kill. Feel like it's probably important for me to do that, so I will. I might get attacked a couple times, but there's lots of juicy fields here for me to pillage, so that's okay. Canada have horsemen. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. That's not welcome. we don't massively approve of that, but it's okay. There are worse things that I've seen. Oh boy, Canada have a lot of horses all of a sudden. That is a little bit more concerning than it was a couple of turns ago. Let's just see if we can kill... Oh, I can't even get kills on half of them. Very frustrating. What's peace looking like for you? Oh, okay, actually they will take peace fairly easily, as long as we get this right. My heavy chariot might be sacrificed here, but we'll take Montreal. How badly are we going to have to keep this city rebellion in 3 turns yet? That's still pretty terrible. Come on, make peace, make peace. Okay, they're not going to do it just yet, but they might do soon. Now they'll make peace. Okay, they will do it. I'm just going to assess my options quickly here. Might be able to keep Montreal. I might be able to. It depends on whether Victoria... No, Victoria's loyalty is looking pretty decent, actually. And I'm not going to get a golden age. Yep, you know what? I'll take peace for now. I will take peace for now. There we go. There's peace. I'm keeping Montreal. Loyalty is not looking good at all. I could just raise these cities to the floor. That's one option here. Just peg Canada back by just destroying their cities, and then we can settle into them later when we've got more of a chance of keeping them. Not the worst idea in the world. It's what I like to call the salted earth strategy. It's like destroy it all. Destroy everything until what remains is yours. Yeah, there we go. Winnipeg. Can I keep it? I mean, loyalty-wise, again, yeah, the two aren't really holding themselves, are they? So I'm going to raise it to the floor. Let's clear some land. We'll peg Canada back so that we are basically making as good a culture puppet from them as we can. Then we can declare war on them again to kill these 2 cities a bit later. Cool, there's Montreal. It is fallen. Okay, next step to go and get the kill. 1 attack, 2 attack. Montreal is mine. And again, there's no way I'm going to keep it. So let's just raise it to the floor. There's some beautiful space for me. In fact, I should go and settle into this gap now. So with the settler I stole from them. It's working out. It's working out. Oh, here's my great general, by the way. So when we do go back to war, we've got another option for us. We're going to have 1, 2, 3 of our unique units, and they're going to be fully fortified and ready to go. In Cahokia, actually, I can steal this one back in a second. So let's just quickly denounce Canada again. We're not going to let them off the hook here. We're going to go back after them. It's just what we're doing now is we're clearing a nice little path, and these 2 cities I should be able to keep for myself next time. This time a normal age for me. And what's Canada on today? They're on a dark age now. Hee, that's a lot better. Perfect. Pembrushian voice. We'll pick that up again because I was getting lots of points from doing all of my Eurekas. That's lovely. We've got another envoy as well. Good, good, good. Cahokia, who are you influenced by? Tamaris. Oh, they're actually about to steal them. I was levying army from this city-state, so I don't want to let that go. But let's just take a quick peek at the loyalty. And actually, look, this is going to be a lot easier now to settle in these areas. So this is awesome. In fact, actually, let's just go and settle on this iron quickly. Bam, there is a nice city for me to protect. I'm 1 turn away from men-at-arms. That means that I can rush Vancouver and Victoria with some very strong armies. I'm going to leave my archer forces in this sort of middle central gap to basically hold the line in this direction, whilst my army go and take Victoria and then Vancouver. So I think, yeah, this works well. We like this strategy. This is good. Well, Congress, please can we have melee units a bit stronger? That's a really good timing. And no to wine. It's probably, or duplicates of wine. We'll go for that. See if it works. No coca. Melee gets +5 strength. Perfect. And there's apprenticeship. How much for an upgrade? It is only 110 gold. That's not bad at all. Oh, we've captured Faro. Is that Portugal going for a military emergency? And Canada's gone back into it. So actually they forced my hand here. They've gone to war with me. Okay, fine. I'm not expecting a huge amount from Portugal. They've only got 40 military strength. But it's the problem I've got is the city-states. Bologna and Samarkand. Samarkand has gone for me again. Okay, fine. So they're attacking my units out in the open fields a little bit, which is generally okay. Yeah, Canada's army is strong. Very strong. So I've got to be a little bit careful about this. But with my great general, I think we have by far the advantage here. Let's just quickly move you to that so I can protect this archer and fire in retribution. 1, 2, 3 against that crossbow. Get the kill. There we go. The crossbow has got the kill. We can move this unique unit onto that tile to go and heal next time round. And then this horseman can get killed as well in the same way. Good. That actually cleared quite a few troops. Victoria's sticking walls up. That's not great, but we'll just have to live with it for now. So they have caught this swordsman, which isn't very fun. Oh no, run away. They're going to die. That's only a levied unit. It's fine. I can get a lovely kill over in this direction on that encampment. Brilliant. That means when they throw walls up, it's not going to matter so much. And then 1, 2 attacks. We should be able to burn through Victoria's walls very quickly. Let's bring the archer there for now. I've got this sort of otherwise occupied Vancouver. I think the loyalty of this city should flip by itself without me needing to do anything, I hope. Yeah, that'll flip, so we can just kind of leave that one and then go after Ottawa and Hamilton. That's the plan, anyway. Yeah, we lost that unit, but we kind of expected that would happen. Victoria hasn't got its walls up. Ooh, it's going to regret being that slow. 1 attacker, 2 attacker, almost. Never mind. Mega Colossal Eruption. We can ignore that. Victoria's got no production. I think that's its biggest issue, which is fine. We'll take that. Perfect. City is mine. And loyal, because of my normal age. My normal age is enough. We have a bit of the Barb incursion from the north, which is frustrating, but Vancouver is going to be lost to Canada within 10 turns. We've now got a lovely assortment of cities behind. So basically it's turn 98, and what's happened is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 finished theatre squares. No, 5 finished theatre squares, so we're already getting a lovely amount of writer points per turn, so that is beautiful. I'm building amphitheatres. Our actual infrastructure has done really well, and we're on 9 cities, so as maps go, this one's been pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with how this game has gone so far. I mean, really, it would be challenged to do too much better with such an aggressive start, so I will take this. This is fine. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Glorious Petra, Davalex, Doughboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Nim, Emir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiature, and Private Selection Genoa Salami for all of your support. Thanks everybody!